The 10 biggest heavy-duty machines you won't believe exist right now. We humans, who stand only a few feet tall and weigh a little more than a kilogram, have demonstrated that we are capable of designing and constructing objects that are a million times larger and heavier than we are. I tip my hat to the engineers who were responsible for building them. Now that that's out of the way, let's take a look at the top 10 largest machines of all time, some of which we could never have imagined. These are the machines that are so large that you might need to walk about a kilometer or so to get a good look at them all the way. Prepare to have your mouth gape open because now we begin the countdown. Number 10. La Princesse, the colossal mechanical spider known as the Queen. La Princesse is a large mechanical spider that measures 15 meters in length and weighs more than 37 tons. La Machine, a French performance art company, was responsible for its conception and operation. As part of the festivities that took place in Liverpool, England in 2008, while that city was the European capital of culture, the spider was on display. It was put on display in Yokohama, Japan in 2009 as part of the celebrations commemorating the 150th anniversary of the port's establishment in Yokohama. Number 9. Prelude FLNG is the world's largest liquefied natural gas platform. With a length of 488 meters and a width of 74 meters, the Prelude FLNG platform is the largest floating natural gas platform in the world. It was built with more than 260,000 tons of steel and is 74 meters across. It was constructed in 2013 by Royal Dutch Shell, KOGAS, and INPEX, and the estimated cost of the project is approximately $12.6 billion. It currently operates approximately 200 kilometers, 120 miles off the coast of Australia, where it is drilling for gas and will continue to do so for at least the next 2 decades. When compared to other man-made objects seen on the ocean, this enormous machine stands out as very amazing. For instance, it can move 5 times the volume of water as the aircraft carriers of the Nimitz class, which are the second largest warships in the world. Number 8. Lee Tornoa 2350, the biggest earth mover. Another giant machine, the Lee Tornoa 2350, is one for which photographs simply cannot do credit. According to Guinness World Records, this particular earth mover is the largest one that has ever been constructed. It can elevate earth and other items to extraordinary heights and has a load capacity of around 80 tons, which is roughly equivalent to the weight of 30 automobiles. The tires on this vehicle are enormous, measuring 13 feet in height and 5 feet across in width each. It also has a large bucket that can hold the same amount of material as 5 regular dump trucks combined. A diesel engine with 16 cylinders and 65 liters of displacement can provide around 2,300 horsepower to move all of this mass. This behemoth's fuel tank can contain close to 4,000 liters of diesel, which is necessary considering the amount of power it possesses. It is enormous in every conceivable respect. Number 7. Crawler Transporter. The Crawler Transporter is essentially a giant mobile platform that is used for transporting NASA's rocket ships. Its primary function is to move these rocket ships. The construction of this monstrous machine, which is the largest self-powered land vehicle on the entire Earth, costs somewhere around $14 million. It has a mass of 21 tons and travels around 8 enormous tracks while being propelled by 16 traction motors. The operation of the Crawler Transporter calls for a crew of approximately 30 engineers and technicians who split their time between 2 control cabins positioned at opposite ends of the machine. Although it is passable by cars, the top speed is just about 2 miles per hour when they are unleaded. However, it is still a breathtaking sight. Number 6. Bagger 288, the world's second heaviest land vehicle. Bagger 288 is one of the biggest land vehicles in the world, weighing in at a whopping 13,500 tons. It is also known as Bagger 288. It was designed to remove overburden and assist in the mining of coal, and it came at a tremendous cost of $100 million to build it. The fact that it is capable of handling over 240,000 tons of coal each day is indicative of how outstanding a machine it is. It is no longer the largest land vehicle because it has been surpassed by Bagger 293, which weighs 14,200 tons, but it is still an incredible machine. Number 5. The International Space Station. The gigantic devices on this list are not all located on Earth. Some of them are actually in space. This is the International Space Station, a vast facility for conducting scientific research that has been in low Earth orbit since it was first launched in 1998. Since its launch many decades ago, it has served as the primary living quarters for a large number of astronauts, making it an enormous and impressive piece of engineering work. Since it first opened its doors in 1998, the station has been visited by a total of 236 persons from 18 different nations. It's without a doubt one of the gigantic devices that we enjoy using the most. Number 4. The Komatsu B575 is superdozer. Are you unimpressed by the list up to this point? What do you think about a huge bridge? The S60, which is sometimes referred to as the VEB Takraf, is the world's largest technically advanced industrial equipment that can be moved. During the process of coal mining, the overburden is moved along an immense conveyor belt, which can be thought of as the equivalent of rubbish. The S60 is not just an outstanding building, but also the longest vehicle that has ever been created by man. It is also one of the heaviest, coming in at 13,600 tons when measured in metric units. There are a total of 5 of these enormous overburden bridges in existence, and some of them are in use even now. Number 3. Bertha, the world's largest tunnel boring machine. This is a replica of Bertha, which is primarily underground and therefore difficult to shoot in its natural state. Although it was manufactured in Japan, the world's largest tunnel boring machine was put to work in the city of Seattle as part of the project to repair the tunnel that runs underneath the Alaskan Way Viaduct. The construction of the tunnel began in 2013 to create a tunnel that is 2830 meters in length. Over several years, production had to be halted on multiple occasions for a variety of reasons, including the appearance of a sinkhole in the route of the machine. It is estimated that the total cost of the project was an astounding $224 million. Number 2. The Seawise Giant. This is the ship that has been called by various names. The Seawise Giant, the Happy Giant, the Jar Viking, Knock Nivis, and Monk were some of the names that were used to refer to it in the past. Nevertheless, even though it was demolished in 2010, it still holds the record for the longest ship ever constructed. It was built in 1979, and it led an eventful life, which included being submerged for a while during the Iran-Iraq War. It is said that this vessel is the largest and heaviest ship ever constructed of any kind. Because of its massive size, its displacement was 657,019 tons. It was unable to pass via the English Channel, the Suez Canal, or the Panama Canal. To put the enormity of the Seawise Giant into perspective for you, the Empire State Building is shorter than the Seawise Giant was long. Number 1. The Large Hadron Collider. According to some estimates, the Large Hadron Collider is the largest machine that has ever been built. This particle collider is the largest and most powerful one that has ever been constructed. It lives in a tunnel that is 27 kilometers long and is located under the border between France and Switzerland. This apparatus has been put to work putting various scientific ideas of particle physics to the test, as well as assisting in research into scientific questions and hypotheses that have not yet been satisfactorily answered. To solve fundamental scientific issues and establish basic rules for various theories of particle physics, this machine has been produced and used by over 10,000 scientists from 100 different nations. This was done to establish the Large Hadron Collider, LHC. So would you like this video? Give your precious feedback in our comment section below. Please like and subscribe to our YouTube channel for more videos.